Hi YouTube. I know it's been a while since I filmed anything for y'all, and I went through a lot of things before I sit down and be like, okay, it's been ages since I put something here. And I know YouTube was like a form to actually, journal, and at the same time, sharing my perspective when it comes up to different things or different perspectives as such. I went through moving, I went through ups and downs, and a lot of downs, a lot of dark moments, but here I am back again to YouTube, which means that I had to go through what I needed to go through in order for me to just sit down and be here available for you. So one thing that I learned throughout like this, moving or going away and coming back was pretty much to doing me, learning how to do me, learning how to prioritize myself, and learning how to respect certain things that I, commit to. And as much as I be, posting, about this content all the time, but from time to time, as an empath, I tend to go through ways where I be there for other people and I just, go over and beyond. But I learned that this is not how I want to do things anymore. And the good part about being a changing human is pretty much to know when to stop. To know when to stop doing this and to know what is actually, worth it for you. I don't know why I look like this. I mean, the lighting is not giving what it needs to give, but we don't care because I'm here. And another thing that I, had to cope with recently was pretty much to, just do me. Like, just focus on doing me because the rest is gonna be there. And throughout my journey, I had to cut up a lot of people, like a lot of people, and learning how to just be there for who I am. And that, that came with like a really heavy cost, and the cost was like to just, let go of a lot of people, even though I don't want to let go of that, but I do understand that it's necessary for me to grow. And no matter what, like, if you want to take anything or any advice out of me, out of this video today, is pretty much to not allow people to tell you like you're too much, or to not stay at places where you no longer feel like you belong to it. So this is actually what caused me, a lot of ups and downs. It's because I was holding into too many things, or, too many stuff at the same time, thinking that, okay, this is gonna help me grow, or I see the potential of this and I see the potential of that, until I sat with a friend of mine, and she goes like, you know what, you don't have to see potential in other people. And even when you do see potential in other people, that doesn't mean that they need to match that expectation. So she said, like, I don't want you to fail just because you're expecting something, or your expectations are setting you for failure. And I was like, damn it, that's true. Like, most of the time I'd be like just, trying to, follow that certain expectation. I don't know why it looks this sort of thing. Let me just adjust it. And then I was like, you know what, that's honestly true, because this is something that I wouldn't want for anyone to do, which is don't set expectations out of people or out of situations. It's never gonna be fulfilled the way you want it, because it's not, you cannot control that. Exactly. So that's pretty much how it is. That's pretty much what I wanted to share. And most of the time I'd be like just sitting there and watching and trying to understand how I discover myself through, various chapters, and I'd be like okay with it. So yeah, that do be like that. And I'm happy to be back on YouTube again. I'll do my best to have like the daily posting, But if not, at least I am, you know, now free to actually put things back and be here for y'all. So thank you for watching and excited to share more with you. Bye bye.